It's long wearing and so transfer proof, like I have a hard time taking it off at night. With the wrong techniques, it can look cakey and look like a mask on your skin. So here are some tips to prevent that. Because this foundation is so full coverage, it can be hard to blend it into the skin, and sometimes it looks like it's just sitting on top of the skin. So I recommend to use a beauty blender. I just find that the beauty blender shears it out ever so slightly and still gives it a very natural finish. I tried to use a brush in the past, but it just left streaks and did not look good at all. A big mistake that I see a lot of people do is use so much product. This foundation is already super pigmented. If you apply too much, that's when it'll start to look cakey. If you really need to apply more product, just do it in layers and it'll just look so much more natural. Also, this foundation dries down quickly and dries down matte. When it dries down, it's super hard to blend out, so you're gonna have to work a little fast, or you can work in small sections. You don't have to cover your whole face all at once. This is how my skin is looking so far. If you guys can see, there's a slight sheen to my skin, so it still looks very natural. Now I'm going to be baking my face. I like to bake under the eyes and above my jawline, right below the hollows of my cheeks. This just ensures that my makeup is set and does not budge and stays matte throughout the day, and it really helps to bring out my contour since I have non-existent cheekbones. Next, I'm going to be contouring the sides of my nose. Typically, I like to define my nose bridge. I try to make the lines as straight as possible. Since my nose is kind of bulbous, I kind of make a triangle shape, if that makes sense. And I also like to shade in the part where my nostrils connect to the tip of my nose. I'm going to be applying concealer down the bridge of my nose to define it even more and make it seem higher than it actually is. And I'm just going to use a beauty blender and my fingers to blend it out. Next, I'm going to be contouring the sides of my face with the same contouring palette that I used for my nose. So I'm not sure if anyone's interested in knowing what kind of brushes I use. They're not that special, but if you are curious, just let me know. Next, I'm going to move on to bronzer. This smells so good. It smells like coconuts and like a tropical beach getaway. I just love it. And it gives me just the right amount of warmth on my pale face to match my body. It blends very well and it's super smooth and buttery as the name suggests. Now I'm going to be wiping off the bake from earlier with a brush and also buffing it into the rest of the face. I forgot to contour and bronze my jawline, so I'm doing that right here. I'm also going to go back in and intensify the bronzer and contour on my face. Next is highlighting. I'm going to build up this highlighter to my desired intensity for the day. I'm going to be applying it down my nose bridge and also on the tip of my nose, because who doesn't love a good nose highlight? I'm just gonna line my lips and apply lipstick so that they don't look so chapped and make me look so dead. The last step is use a setting spray to lock your makeup in place. On the days where I don't use a setting spray, my smile lines around my mouth are super visible and my makeup breaks down a lot faster, so use a setting spray! And we are finished. Here's me feeling myself. And that is it for my foundation routine. This is how I obtain a flawless base that lasts me throughout the whole day. I hope you guys found it helpful and hope that the tips were useful for you guys to use in your own foundation routine to obtain a more flawless base and slay all day. All of the products mentioned will be in the description box below, so be sure to check it out if you're curious about any of the products. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you would like to see more from me, feel free to subscribe below. It would mean a lot to me, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!